I'm Griff Robodanger, and in this video, I'm going to take the Michael Myers horror sequel, Halloween Kills, and let a computer rewrite the story. This is
Scary Stories.
You might be asking, how does it work? I enter incomplete scenes from a movie's plot into an AI text generation tool and let it finish those scenes. Whatever wild detour the AI decides to take with story, I have to do my best to get the story back on track. I'm also using AI image generators to illustrate some of the AI generated portions of the story. To the best of their ability, let's begin. On Halloween night, Tommy Doyle and his friends are having drinks at Mick's Bar, which is holding a talent contest. Tommy takes the stage. He gives a speech about how today is the 40th anniversary of the Haddonfield boogeyman Michael Myers, who had been killed in 1978. It turns out that Michael's body was found in a quarry in 1978 and has been kept in the morgue ever since. Tommy becomes possessed with the boogeyman and starts performing a version of the song Child's Play. It frightens everyone except for his friend Ray, a comedian who gets scared. It frightens everyone except for the guy that got scared? Later, Tommy and his friends are all haunted by the boogeyman, who is now called Boo. Meanwhile, after their confrontation with Michael Myers at the morgue, where they attempted to burn Michael's body to destroy him forever, Laurie Strode, her daughter Karen, and her granddaughter Allison are being rushed away from the scene in an ambulance. They are horrified when they see firefighters heading to the burning morgue. When the firefighters arrive at the morgue, they accidentally free Michael from the mortuary cabinet. Michael Myers faces off against multiple firefighters. The firefighters attempt to stop Michael Myers, but Michael kills them all using their fire hoses. Why not? An elderly couple plays with a drone inside their home. They fly the drone out of sight into another room, where it collides with something. The husband goes to investigate. He discovers Michael Myers in the bathroom. Michael escapes and heads towards the couple's children, their daughter Mary and their son Tommy. The couple's daughter Mary and son Tommy are left trapped inside a baby walker? I mean, these parents are a little old to have a kid in a baby walker. The parents try to barricade themselves in the room where they were standing when they saw Michael, but Mary gets locked inside the baby walker. The family attempts to escape from the room using the child walker. What? But Michael Myers finds them. Michael stalks Mary, keeping her in the baby walker. When Mary escapes, she accidentally destroys the hand-operated double sliding doors. Michael is confronted by the parents, who make a run for it, but the parents don't escape in time. Michael kills them and makes his way back to the family. The family decides to open up the garage door, thinking it'll be safer inside. However, this is an opportunity for Michael to jump out. They run for it as Michael opens fire, but they get away. I guess we got Machine Gun Myers here. Okay, let's go back to Mick's Bar, where Tommy, Marion, Lindsay, and Lonnie learn from a news report that Michael Myers has escaped. Vanessa, another bar patron, believes she encounters Michael in the back seat of her car. Tommy and the others leave the bar to confront the person, who steals Vanessa's car but crashes it a block away. The man sneaks away from the crash site. The man they believe to be Michael Myers is actually Melvin, and he had escaped from the hospital after shooting himself with a tranquilizer gun. He steals a car and manages to stop a teenager who witnesses him, explaining to him that Michael is one of the 8 child killers whom he tortured at a mental institution and wanted to kill again. I'm so confused. At the hospital, surgeons are operating on Laurie, who suffered from several wounds in her earlier encounter with Michael Myers. Karen and Allison are informed of Michael's escape, but don't tell Laurie so that she can recover. Lonnie's son Cameron invites Allison to help them hunt down Michael, while Tommy drives around town recruiting citizens to join the hunt. Elsewhere, Marianne, Lindsay, Vanessa, and her husband Marcus drive around searching for Michael Myers. After Lindsay leaves the vehicle near a playground to go warn some children to go home, she notices Michael Myers standing by the car. Marianne, Vanessa, and Marcus are attacked by Michael, who strangles Marion and stabs Lindsay. Michael chases Marion to an abandoned building, where she hides under a bed. Michael searches through the building and discovers Lindsay's body. Lindsay's dead now. Tommy and Lonnie find Allison at the same abandoned building, and they help her hide, but are soon attacked by Michael. Allison tells Tommy to hide while she goes for help. Michael tracks Allison to a diner and witnesses her father and grandfather eating breakfast. The grandfather leaves a cash tip for the waitress, important detail, but when Michael interrupts him, Allison's father attacks him with a gun, injuring him. Tom and his son hide behind the diner, but are found by Michael. The grandfather, as the diner patrons watch, shoots Michael in the arm with a tranquilizer gun, but it has no effect. I need to start killing off some characters here. Tommy, Lonnie, and Allison manage to escape, but Marion, Marcus, and Vanessa aren't so lucky. Michael finds them hiding in the car and smashes the car window. Marion attempts to escape, but is cornered. Marcus and Vanessa are then attacked with knives by Michael, who eventually kills Marcus and wounds Vanessa. Michael appears to be about to kill Vanessa when Tommy, Lonnie, and Allison arrive and attack him. Michael pulls out the tranquilizer gun and stuns them with the electric shock. I didn't know that was a feature. He proceeds to tie up and torture them. Okay, Marion's gotta go. Michael kills Marion by stabbing her repeatedly in the stomach and then leaves her body to rot. Ew. Meanwhile, Michael begins to torture Allison, killing her by cutting her hair with a blade from a butcher's knife. Oh god, it looks like I got Allison killed. He brings her to the now abandoned mental institution, where Michael begins using the place as a hideout. Tommy, Lonnie, and I guess Vanessa free themselves from being tied up and return to Haddonfield Memorial Hospital to warn the town about Michael Myers. In the hospital, Tommy speaks to a group of concerned citizens, where Tommy rallies the group to help in the fight against Michael Myers by starting the chant, "Evil never dies." That's a really optimistic chant. Back in Haddonfield, Michael breaks into the butcher's shop, where he finds a fresh pig that he plans to take back to his bunker for a feast. Meanwhile, Melvin shows up at Haddonfield Memorial Hospital. Yeah, I decided this guy's Melvin. Despite the fact that Melvin is short and overweight, Tommy and the others mistake him for Michael Myers. Tommy, the townspeople, and several doctors form a mob and chase Melvin through the hospital, chanting, "Evil never dies." Melvin is terrified and hides on an upper floor of the hospital, but the mob finds him and tosses him from the building. This guy can't win, man. Melvin lands on the sidewalk below, but miraculously survives his fall with only a few minor scrapes? Good on you, Melvin. Melvin rushes to the hospital to find Allison's body, but instead finds Allison's father holding her lifeless body. So I guess he did find her body. Also, why did he want a teenage girl's dead body? Meanwhile, Michael strangles two nurses and then holds an orderly at gunpoint. When the orderly protests, "Please don't hold me at gunpoint," Michael chokes him and walks away, mumbling something that only he can hear. Tommy and the townspeople break into Michael's bunker, where they discover the disemboweled corpse of Marion. I mean, I kind of feel like that's my fault. Lonnie, Cameron, and I guess Vanessa decide to visit the childhood home of Michael Myers. Lonnie enters the home alone. When Lonnie doesn't return, Cameron and Vanessa go inside the house to investigate. They find the homeowners dead in one room. Then Cameron discovers Lonnie's freshly killed body in the attic. Michael Myers emerges from a door and attacks Cameron with a pair of scissors. The two struggle in a struggle for control over the scissors. Cameron uses the scissors to try and stab Michael, but Michael grabs his arm and quickly stomps on it. Michael attempts to strangle Cameron, but Cameron succeeds in pulling the scissors away from Michael's throat. As Michael falls to the floor, Michael attempts to shoot Cameron with a double down flare gun, but Cameron wrestles the gun from him. He raises the flare gun at Michael, but Michael grabs it away from Cameron and throws it out a window, killing himself in the process. Did Michael Myers just kill himself with a flare gun? Cameron and Vanessa enter Michael's bunker and are horrified to find the corpses of Michael's other victims, many of whom have been disemboweled and have their faces disfigured. Okay, I know they said Michael Myers just killed himself with a flare gun, but I kind of want to see what happens next, so triple down. Cameron flees from the house, leaving Vanessa alone in the dark room. Michael's voice calls to her from behind and tries to pull her into the bunker with him, but Vanessa manages to crawl to the front door and flee the house. At the police station, Melissa, who the hell's Melissa, visits the Myers house. Sorry, what? At the police station, Melissa visits the Myers house to get fingerprints for fingerprints of Michael's victims. What the hell is that sentence? When she walks into the house, Michael attacks Melissa with the knife from his chest, but she manages to fend him off with the crossbow she was given by Sheriff Lee Brackett. Okay, side note, I have not mentioned Sheriff Lee Brackett, who is an actual character from the Halloween franchise, so the AI pulled that from somewhere. When Melissa moves to shoot Michael, the crossbow is knocked from her hand and accidentally hits Detective Loomis. Another Halloween character that I have not mentioned, but AI just decided to pull out of their butt. Melissa flees, but Michael chases her in his car. Michael jumps out of the car in front of a bus, causing... Screw it, let's finish this up with a quadruple down. The bus to swerve and crash into a tree, killing Melissa and several passers-by. Loomis arrives at the scene and holds Michael at gunpoint, trying to calm him down. Loomis is shot in the neck, but he manages to survive. Loomis, his right arm useless, hey, that kind of rhymes, tries to convince Michael to return to the police station, but Michael holds a gun to Loomis's head and shoots him in the head. Michael returns to his former bunker and sits down on his couch, which has been rearranged to make the couch into a guillotine. With his newfound guillotine, Michael begins to slowly but viciously cut his own throat. Well, that seems pretty final. Here are a few AI test creations I couldn't use in the story, but I thought they were funny. When Michael is about to kill Lori, her daughter Karen makes the crucial decision to jump out of the ambulance window, hoping to kill Michael with his jumping profile. While the residents of Haddonfield claim to be scared by Michael Myers, their actions are completely based on fear and a sick desire to be the hero. You're going to make the evil go away in order to hide the evil, who smells like skunks and cat pee, from the group. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and let me know what movies you'd like to see done in the future. And if you're new here, check out this other stuff and consider subscribing. And until next time, later, Danger Seekers.